One thing I wanted to say, since I've been using the vibration machine, I'm only getting up really one time at night to pee. I was getting up 2 times a night. Now I get up once a night, really around between 3 and 4 in the morning. And then when I get up in the morning, and I credit the machine, my kidneys have always been terrific, luckily, but the bladder, like anything else, it's encased with a muscle. And as you say, do the Kegels, because everything else in our body sags. Gravity has done its work, and the whole bladder area does too. It's just normal. It's just what happens.
Yeah. That's an excellent point. So you're strengthening the muscles and you're sending energy to that area that awakens it and helps it integrate and get back to work. Feel those vibrations going through you. Here we go. We're doing some balance exercises here. All right, nice. Good job. Welcome to Good Vibes with Becky Chambers. Everything you need to know about whole body vibration from the world's leading expert.
For informational purposes only, not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions. The creator of this content is not responsible for any actions taken based on the information provided.
So today we're going to talk about kidney and bladder health, the pelvic area. And I am so happy to say that vibration can help you dramatically in this area, which is really fantastic because a lot of people have problems in this area, especially as they get older. We've got incontinence issues and infection issues and kidney problems. There's chronic kidney disease. Your kidneys start to lose their function as you get older. And don't listen to Western medicine, which says there's nothing you can do about that. It is not true. And in fact, that's so bad, they won't even tell you you're losing kidney function because they don't think there's anything you can do about it until you're ready for dialysis. And then they say, you have stage 4 kidney disease and need dialysis. So don't wait for your doctor to tell you to do something. Get started now. And whole body vibration is fantastic for this whole area for many reasons. Let me just start with it strengthens that whole area and energizes. So you're strengthening the muscles and you're sending energy into that area that awakens it and helps it integrate and get back to work. In fact, later this week, we're going to have an interview with a physical therapist who is particularly using vibration for pelvic area problems. She does other things as well, but there is research showing that it can help in this area and that it can help with incontinence because it's strengthening muscles, right? But I do think it's more than that in addition. And for example, vibration has been shown to dramatically, powerfully lower inflammation levels. That's good for all chronic health problems, including kidney and bladder problems. And lowering inflammation lowers pain, as well as it strengthens your immune system. So you will be better able to fight off infections if you have a bladder infection and pain, because sometimes you have the symptoms of a bladder infection without actually having an infection. They call it cystitis. And it's really more irritation and inflammation. And vibration is lowering inflammation. So it should be able to help with that discomfort as well. I do regularly get reports from people saying that their incontinence problems have improved with vibration, as well as this other physical therapist who I'll be talking to later this week. And then there's a whole area of research and benefit of vibration in that it helps lower blood sugar. This is particularly of importance to people who have diabetes and anybody who doesn't want to get diabetes, which is all of us, right? So you want to keep your blood sugar levels low. And vibration has been shown to help lower blood sugar. That is huge because high blood sugar is very detrimental to lots of parts of your body, including your kidneys. It is linked with chronic kidney disease. So there's another one. When you're using vibration, it is actually helping to bounce out kidney stones before little ones is what we want to do. We want to bounce them out when they're small. That means you need to keep using your vibration all the time because once they get big, that actually then becomes a contraindication to vibration because you don't want to bounce out something that's too big to get out. So, funny story, I've heard that doctors are recommending now that people go to amusement centers and ride roller coasters to help bounce out the kidney stones. I would suggest get yourself a vibration machine and use it regularly because it is a lot easier than taking a roller coaster ride every day. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, if you've had issues with your bladder and kidney area, anybody seen improvements in this area with vibration?
Becky, I can't say I have improvements, but I can tell you a funny story. I do have a problem with incontinence, especially at night. I get up every couple hours. And anyway, I had to take the bird to the vet yesterday. They don't have a public restroom in there. So when they finished with her, they put her back in my car and I drove home. I went quite a while without a restroom. And the minute I bent over to get out of the car, my bladder said, "That's enough."
Oh, no.
And I didn't even hardly drink anything on the way down or back. But yeah, my bladder, it has its own mind and it does not listen to me.
It's not unusual. You're not alone, Jeannie, at all. There's tons of people with similar problems. And I will tell you that I used to have a big problem and I have completely healed it. Vibration was part of it, but I needed homeopathic remedies as well and supplements, nutritional supplements. But with the combination of all that, I'm good. I'm great. There are really great homeopathic remedies for this issue. Some people will get better with just the vibration and nutrition. You always want to be on that low inflammation diet. That will help. But homeopathics and supplements are also great. When we do our workout next, I am going to show you some energy focusing exercises that are focused on the kidney and bladder area. Doing those on your vibration machine regularly and doing some exercises where you're sitting, you don't have to cross your legs to sit on the machine.
Right.
You could put your feet on the ground because that's hard on your knees if you're for some people. But sitting on the machine would be excellent because you will really get a stronger vibration in the pelvis area. And there's always a Kegel exercises, folks. Do your Kegel exercises on the vibration machine, maybe 5 minutes, maybe more every day, strengthening those muscles as much as possible, especially if you've had kids. That can become a really important thing. Any other comments? Yeah, Alex?
One thing I wanted to say, since I've been using the vibration machine, I'm only getting up really one time at night to pee. I was getting up 2 times a night. Now I get up once a night, really around between 3 and 4 in the morning. And then when I get up in the morning, and I credit the machine, I also am doing the homeopathic 12-in-1. And I think those minerals, those cell salts, are really good for someone who has a problem, a bladder issue. My kidneys have always been terrific, luckily, but the bladder, like anything else, it's encased with a muscle. And as you say, do the Kegels because everything else in our body sags. Gravity has done its work, and the whole bladder area does too. It's just normal. It's just what happens.
Yeah. That's excellent points. Yeah, that's the 12-in-1. Highland makes it. Probably other companies do too. It's called 12-in-1 because there's 12 different homeopathic remedies. They're all different minerals, salts, and many of them, they're probably all essential minerals in our body and functioning. And the homeopathic version, they're low potency, so it's not real strong, but it's very super safe and it can be very helpful for lots of people. Easy thing to use because you don't have to choose which one do I need. Just
Right.
getting them all.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, that the physical therapist who I'm going to be talking to, she was telling me that she has some people with men with prostate issues who are also getting better using vibration, which it's the whole pelvic area for anybody. Lowering inflammation helps virtually everything.
Yeah.
So good to know for the men we love and who join us.
Now, I wanted to ask about when I do yoga, that machine I'm on is smaller and I can't get my feet underneath each other. But you mentioned I could maybe put them on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Because
Because
at least if you're sitting, you're getting a more intense message into your pelvis area.
Okay, I can sit it, but I can't sit and bend my legs at the same
You don't
time.
need to. Yeah. We got to just adapt things to what we can do. Because that is pretty hard to do cross-legged like that. That's pretty tough.
Yeah. And I can get one leg up, but not two.
Yeah. Well, you're amazing, Barbara.
So would it be
Yeah.
better to put one leg up or just keep them both up?
Well, you could put one leg up for a little while and then switch and put the other one because you're probably going to get tired and sore after a while doing one.
Yeah, I can't
anyway.
do that because the right leg won't go up.
Oh, then I would keep both legs straight. Just keep yourself nice and straight.
Okay.
You don't have to cross your legs.
Okay. Thank
right.
you.
You're very welcome. Anything else? Julie, did we give you any ideas there?
Thank you for all the
very welcome.
information. And it was good. This is the first time I did one of the workouts, so felt good.
Oh, awesome. You've had a machine for a while, right?
Yes, I do the machine, but I don't really do any workouts on it. I just pretty much stand there.
Oh, okay. All right.
feels
Come
good.
next week because we're going to do our normal workouts a little more intensive, actually.
Okay.
But we had a long yoga session. And I hope, I forgot to mention, folks, that at the beginning of the workout, you always want to just have the machine on it for as much time as you know you can handle. Don't suddenly go from 10 minutes on there to 30 minutes with the machine on. You're likely to run into trouble.
I wasn't sure what speed to put it on, so I just did it at the 26 for the workout. You could probably go
That's
higher.
fine. To get started, like how much vibration have you been doing?
I've gone up to 35, just
Hertz?
standing there. 35
For how
hertz.
long? And how long do you stand on it?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So and then how long did you have the machine on today? Because
This whole time we
were-
were doing the yoga, although I'd shut it off in between.
I
So I did
see.
yoga at 26.
yeah.
And
'Cause
then
that is the issue is you don't ideally usually, hopefully you'll be okay. You look like you're fairly young
Yeah.
and young and healthy, especially for an older person with health issues, jumping from 10 minutes a day to suddenly close to 30 minutes could definitely cause a problem.
I do other
So-
work besides the vibration. So
Yes, I realize. That's why I'm saying you're young and healthy and active. Less active, it becomes a bigger problem.
right.
But even for somebody who is active, vibration is different and
Okay.
it's very intensive detoxification, lymphatic drainage, calling on your body to work much harder than it normally does. Unless you're like a young Olympic athlete, use a certain amount of caution.
Will do. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's good you went down into speed. That's good because that'll lower the intensity of the effect. And if you do happen to not feel good tomorrow or later today, you
Otherwise.
just too much vibration.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay, folks, we're going to do a workout next. It's going to be particularly focused on the pelvic area today to help people with kidney and bladder issues. And if you have a machine or even if you don't, join us. For those of you who haven't done vibration before, it's very important to start slow and build up with vibration. Set it for the amount of time and the settings you know you can handle, and then just keep going with us with your machine off. Today, we're going to focus on the pelvis area especially. And let's get started with a beginner's pose. If you have some stretchy straps, the beginner's pose is a little bit bent at the knees and pulling up on your straps if you have them. If you don't have them, that's okay. This is tightening this area in your pelvis area. So this is a good way to get started on this workout today. Vibration is lowering inflammation, and that is great for kidney and bladder issues. And it's lowering blood sugar, which is fantastic for your kidneys. I have to keep turning around. Watch the timer. All right, here we go. And we're going to do about 30 seconds on and 10 seconds off. This is interval training. So our next exercise is a leg lunge. And we're also going to do some cardio exercises because that's going to help lower inflammation also because it's so good for you. You're getting oxygen into your body. And if you can't pull on a strap while you're doing a lunge, it's fine. You could be holding on to something. I'm going to try moving I need to move this timer thing over here. All right. There we go. Possible to have it behind me. All right. Moving on to the next position. We are doing, turn this thing too. Okay. Cardio. We're going to do some jumping jacks. And you don't need to do it on your machine. Don't want anybody to trip. So I'm going to be behind my machine maybe. Or you could be on, but don't fall. So that's a little trickier. You could be here. And cardio is fantastic for you. All right, this is great. I can see everybody doing it too. All right, here we go. You're doing great. Woo! All right, almost done. You are getting the blood moving. That is an oxygen to all your cells. And you're getting a bouncing, your impact, which is great for your bones. And we're combining it with, this is our resting period. Okay. So we're moving to, I don't have the sound, that helps. We need to do another lunge on the other leg. You can do it in either direction on this machine. All right, here we go. And you're doing your other leg. This is, again, good for the pelvis area. And you're engaged in here. You can be tightening your gluteus muscles or your rear end. There you go. Woo. All right. Nice. Okay. Then we're going to move right into some core exercises. Those are really going to be great for this. All right. Okay. Core exercises next. Let's start with the basic core. And that is taking your weights and you put them above you and you pull down towards one leg and then the other leg like that. Okay. All right. Good. That's the standing version of the core exercise, basic core. If you can get up and down, it is even better to be down here in a V shape like this. Now you're putting all that vibration really intensively into your core pelvis area, and the exercise is harder too. So if you're up to it, this is a great way to go. All right. Great job. And next, we're going to do another cardio. We're doing mountain climbing now. That means lifting your legs up high like this. Okay. And if you can do it with a running step, that's great. Okay. Like this. Perfect. Good job. All right. Woo. All right. Now, then we're going to go and we're going to do some more core exercises. Here we go. All right. Nice. Okay, good. The next one, you're going to take your weights. This is diagonal crunches. And you could do this with one or two, and you could buy weights to have heavier if you want, or just use water bottles. They're very convenient, right? Okay, now put them off to one side above you, and then pull to the opposite knee. And just stick with one side, because we're going to do a whole nother exercise using the other side. So keep going with that if you're doing a standing version. And if you can do the sitting version, we're going to be down here and then leaning. You're doing the V shape, but leaning off to one side, and only one leg is straight. The other is bent, right? Your bottom hand is on the floor and your right elbow is trying to touch your opposite knee, or your top elbow touching your bottom knee. All right, Good. Now you're really getting all that vibration in here. You're tightening all these muscles. All right. Whew. Good job. Good job. All right. Let's see. Now we're going to do push-ups, and that will be helping your core area too, because you're standing and push up or forward, and you're going to need to tighten these muscles as well while you're doing this. Good. If you can do the version down here, you're doing a push-up. This is really excellent core exercise. There you go. Like that. All right. Nice job. Good job. All right. Okay, you getting tired? We're going to do a few more. Then we're going to do some energy exercises that are focused on this area as well, the kidney area. We're going to do diagonal crunch the opposite way. This, okay? Putting your arms up to the opposite side and crunching, just like that. And if you were down here, you're on the other side, over on the side, and opposite knee. Bottom knee is bent, top arm trying to touch it, elbow, and holding that. Good job. Nice. All right, excellent. Woo. All right. Good job. Do it. You can do it. A little bit more. All right. Nice. Okay. We're going to do another cardio. This one is running in place, but kicking your feet out to behind you this time. Okay. So like this. All right. Good job. Here we go. Cardio is really great for, you don't want to neglect it because the vibration is fantastic for resistance strength training. It is not cardio typically. So adding some cardio exercises into your workout is a really good idea. Okay. We're going to do some pelvic bridge work. So this is really focused in this area. I'm going to face this way, even though. So go into a squat, hold some weights if you can, and push the pelvis forward. You can't see it too well with what I'm wearing. Make it a little tighter. Maybe you can see better. Okay, so first I'm sitting down and putting my rear end out like I'm going to sit in a chair. Then I'm pushing everything forward. You'll notice it's almost like a Kegel, actually. In order to do this and push forward, you're tightening that whole area. And I'd suggest doing a Kegel at the same time if you are dealing with these issues. So tighten that area in here, push back, and push forward. You can also be doing this lying down with your feet on the plate and your body in this shape, right? So I'll show you that as well. Just keep going. It's an excellent, excellent exercise to be doing for this issue. This is really the most targeted one for what we're trying to target here today. But pelvic bridge down here is your feet are on the plate and your hips are up high and you're pushing up hard and tightening everything. And then down and then up. Down and up. And don't forget to breathe. All right. Good job. You could also be doing a Kegel just standing here or sitting. For those who don't know what a Kegel exercise is, essentially you try to tighten the muscles that would stop you from urinating. You're tightening internally all those muscles and do that on here, standing up straight or sitting, because standing up straight, you're going to transmit the vibration. I mean, it's great. It's fine to have done it down here too. That's certainly working well. But you could do it just standing straight or sitting down. Tighten everything and relax. And tighten everything. Good. Good job. All right. and relax. This is intensifying the workout for this area. Let's do a plank. Plank is core in this area also. Standing plank, there isn't really one, but I would suggest trying a stand. How can you see best? In a little bit of a squat, and push your arms with weights or without in one direction, off to the side, and then the other. Keeping all this area nice and tight. You could be pushing it forward again, the way we were with the pelvic bridge. The more you're doing that, the better, really. That's great. Okay. And a plank down here is either on your hands and feet, or you could be on your elbows and feet. And be sure to keep a nice straight line from your shoulders to your feet so that and tighten all those muscles in your core and your back to keep it straight like that. All right. Okay, nice. Good job. All right. Let's do a few energy exercises for this area. There is the monkey exercise. This is an ancient Tao exercise. And the monkey is an animal that is associated with water and emotions. Because they're very emotional, and they're very free. And emotions in energy medicine are linked with water. So naturally, this is the urinary tract system. So you're going to pretend to be like a monkey, and you're bouncing around. You have free will. This is affirmation in a way as well. And you have boundless curiosity and free will, and you're laughing and having a good time and throwing bananas at people who are irritating you down on the ground. You're up in the treetops. Nothing bothers you. You're having a good time. This is sending energy. Being in that mental state is sending energy into your urinary tract, according to ancient Chinese Tao thought. Ooh, here we go. All right. Okay, let's do direct kidney stimulation. This is also Tao exercise. Rub your hands together, and you're bringing the energy into your hands. And then your hands on your kidneys, just on your back, just below your rib cage, and rub. Because you're doing this on a vibration machine, all these exercises, everything is more intense. It's just like the yoga that we were doing with Alex earlier. Everything is much more intense on your vibration plate. So rub your kidneys and then thump them. Okay, there you go. Very good. Very good. All right. And finally, the last one we're going to do is energy meridian rubbing, where you go down on ones in the inside of your arm and up on the outside. And one of the energy meridians in your arms is linked with the bladder and kidney energy meridian. I think it's in your arms, unless it was in your legs. But we're going to do both arms and legs and get all kinds of different energy meridians that are linked to all the different organs and systems in your body, including the kidney and bladder system. So, all right. And up and down and up and down. Very good. And now let's do our legs. So you lean over and start at the bottom on the inside, from up, and go down on the outside. All right, very nice. Up and down. And up and down. All right. Good job. Great. Okay. Here you go. And down. One more time. Here we go. And down. And back up. Okay. So you can do all of that workout specifically aimed at helping your pelvic area anytime. 3 times a week at least. You could do it daily. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to hit follow to get more workout podcasts with us and benefits of vibration, and have a great day.